So let's take a look. What's going on for Cancer? What is the current situation? We've got Cancer showing up as Empress in reverse. And then for the shadow, or what's unknown, what's in the shadow position is Strength. What's passing away is Four of Cups. Approaching is Seven of Wands. That's the incoming energy. And then highlighted is Seven of Swords in reverse. So I'm also going to put out the other person's cards. Let's put out two of coins there for the other person. Being flexible, being adaptable, going with the flow. In the shadow position is High Priestess in reverse. Passing away is Queen of Cups in reverse. Approaching or incoming is Devil. And highlighted is Three of Swords. So, Cancer, what's going on here? Let's take a look. For you, the main thing... Actually, I'll leave these on the table. The main thing that I see, the first thing that I see is Empress in reverse, which shows me that you have a lot of abundant energy. Empress is the card that is full of prosperity, abundance, fertility. Everything grows around her. And this card is such a positive card that whether it's in the upright or in reverse, it's like good things are available to you. Good things are surrounding you. Things are growing around you. When I see it in reverse, it just means that things may just be, there may be some fear, doubt, or resistance that's making this like 80% instead of 100%. So some of you may be getting pregnant. That's Empress energy. With it in reverse, it could be some of you are having a hard time getting pregnant, but pregnancy issues usually surround Empress energy. It's things growing, things being fertile. Some of you, it might refer to your creative process. When we give birth to something like a song, a poem, a painting, that's usually, some of you may be feeling like creatively stuck or creatively inspired. It's just that it's not at its full blossoming. So Empress energy is when things are growing, when you feel prosperous, abundant. The world is surrounding you with riches, essentially. And it's your job to, in February, remove whatever obstacles lie within you. It reminds me of this Rumi quote that says, our job is to remove the obstacles within us to love. So you can have it all, is what Empress says. But you may need to work on removing any fear, doubt, resistance, or blockages that are preventing you from accessing all that richness, all that fullness, all that abundance, especially in regards to love. She's the Venus card. Usually her shield has a symbol of Venus on it, which is the feminine energy. It's receiving energy. It's funny because it's with that full moon in your second house. That's the natural placement of Taurus, and she's got a lot of Taurus Venus energy to her. It's got that earthy sensuality. She's the nature mother. I just think of her as like the barefoot hippie goddess. But at any rate, there's all good stuff coming to you, Cancer, if you can put yourself in a place to receive it. Remove any fear, doubts, or blockages that you have to receiving and having it all, because it wants to be there for you. In the shadow position is Strength. So it's actually what this is saying to me is that you've been very strong, or you're being very strong, and there's a lot of courage available to you, but you may not just be seeing that. You may not see how strong of a person you are right now, or in the month of February, Cancer. It's a lot of patience, gentility. It's soft control. It's not forcing things, but it's allowing things to just sort of unfold. She guides this lion's mouth open, not by wrenching the jaws open through force or hard control. That would be more like Chariot energy. But through soft control, through being gentle. She tames how they say that music tames the beast? This is like a wild lion. And she's showing a lot of courage, a lot of fortitude, a lot of strength through just remaining in the situation, even if she's uncomfortable. So I want you to shine a light on that, Cancer, and see how strength is in being soft and being patient and allowing things to be coaxed along gently, not forced. It's almost like training a kitten to come to you. You have to give it little pieces of food and it comes closer. You can't scare it away. So I'm really seeing you as being strong, Cancer, but strong in a soft way. And then what's passing away is cynicism, or saying no to love. It's sort of like waking up to see your desires. When I see 4 of Cups here, it's my Rip Van Winkle card, which means like being asleep, not seeing the love that's coming at you. Sometimes it means being bored or aloof, like you're thinking like the past, the present, and the future are all the same. Therefore, I'm just going to check out, let weeds grow around me, forget about my goals and desires, and I'm not even going to see this cup of love that the universe is offering to me. I like this in the passing away position because it means your aloofness is going away. It's fading away. It's evaporating. Any boredom will be passing away. Any tendency to fall asleep or be depressed and not go after your dreams, that's passing away. And it's what also is passing away is this missing out on what the universe wants to hand you in terms of love. So I really like that as passing away. It's sort of like saying, wake up and smell the coffee, or wake up and smell this cup of love, that wake up and receive this cup of love that is coming at you. It's passing away, any non-acknowledgement of that. What's coming in, the energies coming in, is you standing up for yourself. This is 7 of Wands, which means having the energy and drive to be self-assertive, to stand up for what you believe in. It's taking action. It may be taking a leadership role in something where you're leading lots of other people, potentially being on stage. For some of you, it could be defensive energy where you're fighting off a crowd, but you're saying this is worth it. I'm willing to be the dissenter. I'm willing to stand up for my principles, my morals, my thoughts. I have courage enough. And often this card means success despite adversity, because this person, even though he's in a fighting position, has the upper hand. He is in the top position fighting out people below him. So even if there's adversity, challenge, or difficulty, it means success despite adversity. So if you're feeling challenged by something, especially if it's a group, or you're feeling challenged from all sides, this means success despite adversity. Just continue standing up for what you believe in. Maintain your position is what 7 of Wands says. Because here's another 7 who's trying to run away and get away with something. This is 7 of Swords reversed. So this could be that someone had some old bad habits that they're letting go of. Usually this card is lying, cheating, stealing, cutting corners, and risk-taking behavior. So this is I sometimes call this card putting your head in the tiger's mouth. It's like a gambling card. It's sort of got that gambler energy, like I'm going to take what's mine. In the reverse position highlighted, it says that either someone's coming out of those kind of tendencies, or you're no longer tolerating those tendencies, or that you're not seeing those tendencies. So this could be you or the other person, Cancer, but I'm actually seeing an alleviation of if there were old ways where you felt like you needed to keep something quiet, or that you were being secretive, or even just self-centered, or the person you're dealing with, that's going to be taking off. I'm also seeing too is that as you're more open and direct about what it is that you're standing up for, you won't need to do things in an underhanded manner. I'm actually seeing that as you are more direct about standing up for what you want, you don't need to try to manipulate anything. That's what's highlighted. So as you embrace this energy, that can go away. The other person, I see them as being really like go with the flow, being adaptable and flexible. This could mean that they have sort of a casual vibe about something, but I just really see them rolling nicely with things. It's sort of like, I could do this all day. Watch me, I can juggle these 2 balls. Doesn't matter what you throw at me, I can do it on one foot. These waves are going up and down, but I'm just being flexible and adaptable, and so I'm rolling with whatever's happening. I actually see this as sort of like, the dude from The Big Lebowski. I kind of think of 2 of Coins as like that. Like, he's just kind of along for the ride, and he's cool with whatever happens. I'm reading this card right now as like, I'm cool with whatever happens. So the 2 of Coins is usually a card of flexibility, adaptability, rolling with things, and that's the phrase that I'm getting for them, the other person. In the shadow, there's a little bit of secretive energy here between your highlight and their shadow. I'm wondering if there's something they're not telling you, Cancer. This is High Priestess in reverse. Either that they're not telling you something, or they're not trusting their gut instincts on something. So I'm getting this new moon right here. We've got that new moon in Aquarius, February 15th. So I'm getting that a secret may come out around that new moon, because this is in shadow and this is in reverse. So it's saying secrets might come out, or something that they've been holding secret, something that they've been like kind of holding to themselves, that might come to surface around that new moon, or that there's just something that they're not ready to reveal. And it may be something that they don't even acknowledge to themselves. So I'm not sure what that really references, but I'm seeing something behind the shadows with this High Priestess card, that they know something that they're not saying. They're not sharing it either with you or even potentially with themselves. It's kind of like buried information. And, if there's something you're looking to discover, that new moon in Aquarius is a good time for looking to unearth mysteries. So you may want to just ask them about that. Like if you feel like someone's withholding something from you, you can ask them. You've got the courage. That's what's coming up for you here too, is to just ask them, is there something that you're not telling me? Or is there, I just get with the head-to-head to strength, head-to-head with High Priestess in reverse. Something around that new moon might come out because you're courageous enough to ask about it, Cancer. If you felt like there was something being withheld from you, or if there was any secrets below the surface, it might be a good time to let things out. And then coming up, there's two ways that this can go. Or actually there's more than two, obviously, but I'm just going to focus on a couple of different ones. Devil coming in could be a really passionate, addictive, obsessive relationship. And highlighted, Three of Swords, this could mean heartbreak. It could be something that that this person is not good for you, but you go for it anyway. It could be you feeling really chained to a person, where you feel like their love, their attention, their affection, their physicality, their sensuality is something that you just need like a drug, but it hurts you, and that it's coming in, but it overpowers you and sort of breaks your heart. It's sort of like a deal with the devil, where it looks good on the surface, like I want this so bad, but the price to pay for it is going to be very challenging. Also, sometimes devil card is just passionate energy, where the passion is you surrender yourself to it, and it's just very passionate. Like they may go from being very blasé about something to be totally involved. And I'm not sure, this could be like a third party, potentially. Someone else's heart gets broken as this person involves themselves with you. This is usually a card of heartbreak, betrayal, disappointment. So for some of you, it may be someone stepping outside of a relationship. Like if they're casual about things, this can sometimes mean together a love affair of someone stepping outside of a relationship. Betrayal and devil is like, I was just so attracted, I couldn't help myself. But that's really the other person's energy. I don't see you so much as being involved with that. It may impact you. This is 3 energy, so it may hurt someone's heart, but it could potentially be that you're just like obsessed with your relationship, even if it feels like you're chained to it. It may feel like a drug again, that you just need or want that person's attention. Just be careful that you're not betraying yourself with this. There's some Swords energy here. And be careful with other people's hearts too, Cancer. Even though you're standing up for what you believe and you believe is right and being strong about it, that's good. That's echoing strength here. That's, Empress is very strong too. But be careful that you don't get involved in any of this betrayal, disappointment, devil energy, where the power struggles come into play, because that's going to just break the other person's heart. And potentially yours too. This isn't really fun energy. 7 of Swords and 3 of Swords. So just be careful with that, is what I'm going to say. Be careful with your own heart and be careful with others' hearts, because this is tough energy. Devil plus Three of Swords really often means someone stepping out of the relationship, you know. In that could be a secret here. I mean, it could be that you discovering the secret about that is what is heartbreaking. But like I said, it could be different things for different people. It could just be a very passionate time, and it brings up stuff for you about prior or old heartbreaks. But that's the basically the read on February. I see you in a very nice position here as Empress. You know, maybe it's 80% Empress until you can clear out any fears, doubts, or resistance to being fully embodying the prosperity, abundance, growth, and fertility of this card. But I see good things for you. I see any boredom or aloofness passing away. I see you coming up with strength that you didn't know you had. I see you standing up for yourself and maybe letting go of some old habits. If that's you or someone else, that's turning around.